well, me and my friend Mason Lindahl, he plays a good bit of music too. We decided to take this tour up that I've been thinking about for a few years, actually, because my friend Sean Malone, he runs this kind of like show tour thing over in South Korea. He used to live in Auburn, California. He's basically just an English teacher living in Korea, doing this company called Super Color Super, primarily by himself, but he has a lot of people helping in different parts of South Korea. We just decided to take it up. We saved up our money for a plane ticket just to see what it was all about. It was really great. He gave us like a down payment for the shows that we'd be playing, and it was a good tour. He set up some shows in the three major cities, Seoul, Daegu, and Busan, which is the coastal city. But the shows were great. It's funny how when you're in a different country, just how much hospitality there is there for different kinds of music, because all they have over there is K-pop and hip-hop, and those are their biggest things. And then you have a few weirdos scattered somewhere in the middle of it. In Seoul, actually, the largest city that we played, we had a lot of native Koreans coming out, and a lot of them were really excited because they don't get that kind of music often. They're just usually more adjusted to karaoke is their biggest thing. So they'll just go out and pay 10,000 won for a karaoke show, basically.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the origins of Pregnant. If you don't mind my asking, how old are you, and how long have you been making music of your own?
I'm 24 years old, and I actually didn't get into music until I went down to see a show in Sacramento. And some of the stuff that I was seeing was, I mean, I'd always been into music. I'd always loved it, and I'd always listened to it. But the music that I was hearing coming out of Sacramento was kind of just getting me by the gourd. I wanted to be a part of it in some way. I eventually moved down to Sacramento, and the town I live in is Placerville, California. It's like Thomas Kincaid Central, thrift stores.
It's like you guys in a lack.
Yeah, my girlfriend. She really wants people to hear her music, and we're both really good about, especially being in this remote area. If we can't get it to you digitally, we'll get it to you somewhere or the other, because that's really what it's all about. It's not making $5 off Bandcamp.
I'm curious about how your career has evolved since you decided you were going to start making music of your own. Have you always known that you've wanted to release a record of your own?
No, actually, no. It purely started out of seeing these other people that were playing and wanting to try it out. And it had nothing to do with records at all. I actually did always think that would be a cool thing, but I never actually thought that it would be within my capabilities. I have a really big problem with playing with people and imposing my ego on them, and I just decided to skip that altogether and just try and do a one-man band, because I had seen so many of these musicians doing very full, beautiful music just by themselves, by virtue of loop pedal or some kind of electronic program that they had been using. So you can really make something really big and full sounding, and you can incorporate anything that you want into it by virtue of this stuff.
How does regional music shape up in terms of how you wrote it, how you produced it, how you put it out, how you're promoting it compared to your previous albums or previous endeavors?
That's a good one. It's been the last 6 or 7 months I've been recording with my friend Art Echternock, but it's just a record about this place that we live in the woods up here, and the way that things go down up here. It's really just about Sierra Nevada foothills, and it's a little bit about the birth of my daughter and stuff. It's just like kind of a personal record.
Upcoming shows. Where are you playing next?
November 13th in Sacramento, I'll be playing at Bows and Arrows. That's gonna be fun. It's just always good to be in their clothing store again. It's a really big, wide open space, and I love those kind of spaces. And hopefully we can get some good people out there and have a good show there. But the only other show that I have lined up right now is this really cool festival actually called Open Melody. It's happening the 19th and the 20th of this month, and there is just music all day, both days, and it's all really strange, nice music. I think one of the performers being this guy-girl duo called High Places.
Oh, I know of them.
Yeah, they're gonna play. Zach Hill was actually going to play, but I think that they skipped out because Zach had some open studio time, so he was gonna play. But just those performances should give you an idea of what's going to be happening there.